Warning. The Loud Spot podcast uses adult humor and adult language in its broadcast. It may be unsuitable for younger audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Also, we are idiots. Please don't take anything we say offensive or to heart.
Oh no! Oh boy! Ah, here it comes! The motherfucking Loud Spot!
On my fucking leg!
Ah, you hit the button.
I got it on time that time.
No, it's too early.
No, I thought it was right after he said it. God, I'm terrible at this.
I think it was a little bit too early, but that's okay. We have even louder. If you're listening to this episode, go to, I don't even know how you find it yet.
Spreaker, go to Spreaker.com, look up the Loud Spot, and you'll find it. Or you can go to Spotify and click that little link right under it if you want to support us. It's called Even Louder. Extra episodes that we talk way more in depth about inappropriate stuff.
And we are talking about, which if you listen to, you'll find out, a guy who does something in Philadelphia at a Dollar General
store. Yeah,
which I could not stop laughing. Okay, you know what I was thinking about, Jordan? That post you made earlier was hilarious, where you said y'all fake.
Yeah,
you said, everyone's talking about F Biden, F Trump.
Dude, all these people
like
pay attention
likes,
to these rich people. All these people pay attention to, like, there's somebody listening to rich people on a podcast right now instead of us. There's people voting for rich people instead of us. It's so your friends don't care. Your friends don't care about what you do.
Okay, but the picture I thought was a pretty funny picture with you in the hat. It's like no one likes it. I'm like, for the longest time, it was just you that hearted it. And I'm like, really?
Terrible.
I post a picture of me flipping everyone off and get like 100 likes.
Yeah.
Post something that's really funny that I think is funny.
Yeah.
No one but I think it has to do with algorithms also.
100%.
We're running for president against who social media wants to run for president, so they're not sharing our shit.
Yeah, exactly. Because I put the two names in there.
See?
And that just killed the algorithm immediately.
So here's what I think we do. 2028 especially, okay? We got a 4-year plan. With certain number of votes, of signatures, you can actually get put on the ballot per state.
All right.
Hold on. I think Oklahoma's only 5,000. Dude, in 4 years, I can't get 5,000 people to say I should be on the ballot. I don't know what South Carolina is, but I think we can do it.
Legal department just sent me this disclaimer. The Loud Spot does not condone or contribute to the Cosme Caparel 2024 or the 2028 campaign party.
Yes, we do. I'm firing our legal department.
yeah, those guys. Keeping it clean for right now.
I think it'd be cool to actually be on a ballot, though, even if we stand for nothing. We'll still stand for something. Make America musical again. Come on,
we'll
man.
fall for anything.
See, that's like Joe Biden. Come on, man.
Come on, bro.
Okay,
that's what he needs to drop some bro.
I just want everyone in listener land to understand that I do not support this at all because it's a joke of our democracy, and I do not condone this. But that's
it's
just
a joke
me.
Of our democracy. Look who's running for president.
I know,
In fact,
having
Jordan
you,
and I
I can talk just as loud as you can. How about you
can't.
let me finish? Let me finish.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you two should never hold an office above a local level. Period.
Not even
ever.
That. Not even
ever.
that. I wouldn't even run for mayor or anything, bro.
You're right.
No.
But if you guys want to do it, hey, go ahead. Not me. I'm going to throw away my vote with JFK. So
there you go.
I'm
RFK.
RFK.
Okay.
JFK. Close enough.
Yeah, JFK, RFK. Yeah.
Yeah, RFK.
RFK had a brain worm, and JFK lost his. Okay, I'm sorry. That's bad.
I was like, what?
Conspiracy theories.
Yeah, conspiracy.
Jordan. Okay, all right. Ariana Grande. She's getting some flack right now. I guess her voice has changed. But you know what? That can't happen. Okay, remember Madonna went to London, moved to London for a little bit. I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but I remember her getting criticized. She comes back after not so long and has this like English accent all of a sudden.
Oh yeah,
and she and she was all involved in Kabbalah too. On top of that.
Oh yeah.
So is it possible you think, because according to Ariana Grande, and it's true, right? Your vocal cords are muscles, right? Muscle memory.
Yeah.
So if you're doing acting, where she's playing some show, I don't follow her career. Wicked, some show called Wicked. I don't know what exactly it is.
It's based off of The Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
She plays one of the like the Wicked Witch of the East, I guess it is. Is that
Yeah.
it?
I don't know.
East, I don't know. East side, west side. What's up,
Yeah.
Holmes? But she plays basically one of the starring roles in that.
So apparently her voice has to change for the character. So if you talk like a certain way for so long, does your voice naturally just start speaking that way? Like, okay, have you ever hung out with somebody for like, let's say one of your best friends, you hang out with them, you're hanging out with them every single day. Have you ever caught yourself talking like the person you hang out with?
I've been told that I do it because I used to live with a black dude, and my buddies all the time.
I can see that. I can see that.
The way that and I picked up a lot of stuff, the way I say things, like and it just comes off that way. But like I've also noticed it that when I'm around a certain crowd of people, whether it be white, black, whatever, I tend to either pick up on their sayings or mannerisms and stuff like that. Like it just happens. I do that.
Jordan,
I'm like a sponge.
Do you use the N-word around black people? Is that what's
no?
Only around white people. Only around white people.
I was given the pass, and like I used it back in the day. Sure, like I had a buddy of mine named Mario, and he didn't care, and so we would let it fly. But like as I got older,
not a hard R, right?
Yeah, never that. Yeah. That would have been on site. You know, that would have been getting beat up probably, and I'd have let him do it because it deserved. But whenever it comes on in rap songs, I say it because I bought the album, so I should be able to.
Yeah, right. I think everyone does. I think
I downloaded the lyrics.
Yeah, I downloaded the lyrics.
But like, if I lived in like swampy Louisiana somewhere down in the bayou, for a year,
yeah, you're gonna come back
hanging out every day, barbecuing, fishing, hanging out with these bayou people eating, whatever they eat down there, shrimp.
You'll be like, hey, can I get some
Asian food? I would probably after a year have a little bit of that accent, right? So this is accents, but can your voice, but besides just your accent, can your voice change by playing a character for so long? Do you think that you lose like your natural voice?
I could see that.
I
could see it.
No.
From like just over because how long has she been singing and stuff on top of that? Like, her voice has got to be under more stress now. And I'm pretty sure that she plays like a raspy voice person on this show or something. And
her
so
voice,
maybe that could,
voice be very
doing this
airy
all the time. If I talk like this all the time, I'm eventually going to damage something in there and maybe talk more like this realistically. I feel like it might.
I think so.
I say I call the bullshit flag. I think it's just another ploy for her to
be in the news,
be caught up. Because if you guys watch her back from the Nickelodeon days, Sam and Cat, where she's like talk like this, and then did like a very airy babyish voice, and she talked like that for the longest time that people got used to her. And then of course, when outside of that, then she still had a light, fluffy, wispy voice. I think she's this whole entire time she's been putting on voices continuously, and then now she's probably just tired of putting on voices where she's just like, yeah, this is who I am, how you like me now, something.
If you look at her,
go ahead.
If you look at her, what was she on, Jimmy Kimmel or something like that?
Right.
And she used to do like those little, no, it wasn't Jimmy Kimmel, it was the other guy.
Is it Jimmy Fallon?
Jimmy Fallon, there we go. Jimmy. I knew it was a Jimmy. They did the song thing, and she could sound like any artist, bro. She could sound like Madonna. She could sound like Celine Dion. She can sound like, if you look up the clip, she can
Stifler's mom.
Yeah, he does like this Russian roulette thing, spins a thing, and he's like Madonna singing My Chemical Romance, and she busted out.
Damn,
like it sounds like Madonna doing it, or like her best one is Celine Dion, I think.
She did I think Britney, Celine Dion, and Cher.
I think it was
something
Cher.
Like that. Yeah. So she can do voices. So I think this is just a marketing ploy to put her back into the headlines again.
Well, there's another thing putting her in the headlines again. We're gonna get to that in a second, which I just read online.
Did she lick another donut again?
No. Okay, but she does say that there's a double standard. They say there's a double standard in the industry where men do it a lot and no one talks about it, where if women do it. Because women, I feel like when you're famous, you're under the microscope a lot more than men are. I think that women have to try harder to stay skinny and to do this, do that, to where men kind of don't give a shit and do mostly what they want, unless your whole thing is to be like an attractive person, like the guy from Maroon 6. Like if he got fat as fuck, no one's listening to Maroon 6 anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Maroon
But-
6.
Maroon 5.
But
It's Maroon 5.
Maroon 5.
Where did you add another
Because he
number?
got
There's
fat.
another
In
member
my
now.
head, he
There's a
got
new
fat,
member.
so you added another person.
Adam, I know you're going to be here in a couple months to do your residency, but I'm sorry that Sebastian.
I don't know where I
added
got
another-
Maroon 6 from. I don't know
Maroon
where I got
6. I love it.
Maroon 5. But if you're like, you know, I don't know who's in like an uglier singer.
Sam Smith. How
Jordan
about
from
Sam Smith?
Redefined. He's pretty terrible.
Jordan from
looking.
Redefined, yeah.
Okay,
He-
Sam Smith, and there's the other big redhead, or not big, but the redheaded dude that's super famous at his pop
Ed
music.
Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran's not a very good look. If he
Louis
gets some
Capaldi.
pounds,
Terrible
See?
looking.
Yeah.
but
terrible.
how many women are? Well, I mean, I guess there's some that, but even the ones that start out big wind up losing a bunch of weight. Like Meghan Trainor lost a bunch of
Right.
weight.
Adele.
A lot of these people, a
Adele.
lot of these women start losing weight, where a lot of the guys kind of still don't give a
Unless
shit.
it's Lizzo. She's not losing any weight. She's
She
getting
is.
bigger.
Okay.
None.
That-
But
okay.
she don't make music for white people and skinny
There you
people.
Or
End of
skinny
story.
people.
So she don't give a fuck. She even says it. But if you
Yeah.
come out that way, it's even better for you, I guess. I don't know.
I think there's a double edge on anything though. Like that's just in life in general. There's double standards everywhere, bro. Like if my wife posts a picture scantily clad versus me doing it, I'm gonna get dudes in my inbox just like she gets dudes in her inbox. You know, I don't
Yeah.
get women in my inbox, bro. Like it doesn't happen. Even
That's
if I
'cause,
lost,
guys, we're disgusting.
yeah, I get it. I get it. I get why they're not. They shouldn't
like,
be.
They want to put their finger in your butt.
Yeah.
They don't care, stuff like that.
Dudes
so.
are dogs.
The other reason why Ariana Grande's in the news is apparently she got called a cannibal, and people are saying that look it up, Google it. And her
Huh.
brother Frankie, and I know her brother Frankie only because I follow the Big Brother series, and he
Right.
was on Big Brother quite a few years back, and it was Ariana Grande's brother, but he was just a regular contestant. I think he does Broadway or something now. He's like online defending that she's not a cannibalist. That's one thing that she's making the news now for
What
too.
a
Is
weird thing.
how
to
did that even start?
Yeah,
She ate that dick.
one got away. That's
I don't know.
on
I
a
mean,
bun
I
with
mean,
some mustard.
how does that happen? How do you get tagged as a cannibal?
I feel like first rule
Yeah.
about Cannibal Club is just like Fight Club. You don't talk about
Yeah,
it.
you don't talk about it.
exactly. That's exactly
Somebody
it.
outed her. Like what in the world?
Also, the second rule too. You don't talk.
yeah, you don't talk about it.
I'm still coughing for being sick, and I didn't look up the whole cannibal thing with Ariana Grande, but I did see it on a reputable news feed. So we're going with
That's
that.
wild.
People are claiming
Yeah.
online that she's a cannibal. Look,
But how many times has that been like, that story goes out and how many reputable news
me see.
agencies put it out because no one does any journalist stuff anymore. Everyone just clicks, copies, and pastes.
It's a
So
lot of that.
okay, showing results for is Ariana Grande a cannibal?
Yeah.
All you see is
And-
a bunch of stuff with Ariana Grande is not a cannibal. She's vegan. Ariana Grande's brother defends her. Ariana Grande's brother defends her over cannibalism claims.
That's just
So
to get him in the
apparently this
spotlight
is a
now.
real thing.
He's the
I
one
know.
that outed her and is going and be like,
Yeah,
my sister
he's
doesn't eat people.
He's doing his
Yeah.
own PR. Like
Yeah,
he's,
yeah.
Well,
he's-
we've been waiting for the podcast to get very big so we can Sebastian and I can just out each other on stupid stuff. like Sebastian likes yellow popsicles and then he's
Ugh.
like, I like every color of the rainbow. And then we just go back and forth, that kind
Only
of
the
stuff.
yellow ones.
I thought you were
But
gonna
yeah.
go somewhere with like pee, like
No, I didn't want to go
You
there.
said yellow popsicles. Like, do I like the pee?
It's not louder
yeah.
now.
The
Or it's
pee
not louder enough.
pops.
Yeah, well, I
Louder.
wasn't gonna go R. Kelly on that stuff.
Well, I mean, that's what it
Sebastian.
sounded like you were going. You might as well go there. Call it yellow popsicles. You might
I
as well
just
go.
like to pee.
You weren't
Oh,
going
sorry.
pineapple.
All right, let's get to our first song. We got a new song from Archers, a band I wanted to play for a long time here on the podcast. Their song is called Drag Me Out, right here on the Loud Spot.
You
That was a little early.
Yeah,
I'm glad that I have my
didn't know I
clothes
was
on.
supposed to download a clip for this next segment. I guess.
Well, yeah, but I thought you would, but I didn't see it, and I was like, oh shoot. All right. So, anyways, hey, real quick, over 2 weeks ago, I think it is now, a DJ called Hardwell, and many of our listeners may not know who Hardwell is, but it was a DJ, kind of like Coachella, kind of like EDC here in Las Vegas. He gets up and he gets on stage and he starts complaining about that his stuff's not working and this festival didn't pay him, all these kind of crappy things, and starts going off and is like, I'm here to play for you guys and all this kind of stuff. So they no one was really booing necessarily. Everyone was kind of shocked. You could see the stage hands and the stage manager trying to pull his butt off stage. Now, why they didn't just cut his mic off was beyond me.
Okay, so
I
there's
don't
a
know.
clip of him, which apparently
Right.
now I read the article. I did not see the clip though. I guess I probably should have looked at it a little bit more closely. There's a clip of him telling the audience himself, "They're not paying me. They didn't pay me.
Right.
I'm doing this as kind of at this point a favor
He was
for
flipping out.
showing up without even a half deposit or something." I guess
Right.
he's just showing up, assuming they're going to pay him. They don't pay him. He's on stage complaining about it. The audience shouldn't boo him. They should boo the festival throwers.
Well, okay, so no one booed anybody, actually.
Okay,
You
okay,
might hear
okay.
a couple boos maybe throughout the crowd, but I think it was boos towards Hardwell to get up there and start ranting and raving. Now, keep in mind, there was a whole bunch of DJs that played way before him, and there was a whole bunch of DJs that played way after him.
Okay, so he wasn't like the main attraction or anything.
No.
No. It's not necessarily main attraction. What I'm trying to get at is what was wrong with your set and your equipment that you couldn't play. Now, we keep in mind DJs don't play live. Okay. I don't want to anyone that's like a wrestling fan that realizes wrestling fake and it's actually, all scripted and staged.
Still get hurt. You still get hurt.
Yes, you still get hurt. We're not saying it's not athletic. What we're saying, DJs are the same thing. They play to a track. They don't play live because you can't get the lights synced in with your music. Jordan will tell you, like it's even hard. You
That
have
makes
to
sense.
think.
I
Yeah,
never
you
thought
have
about
to-
that. I always thought they
Yeah.
would play live. Like,
You
but I
do?
guess
Did you
if you
really?
want the lights all going off at the same time, everything has to already pre-sync together.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, you're still going to have someone, a LD, a lighting director, still over it to make sure to hit the cues potentially, or if the band or DJ is not on stage hitting the cues as soon as he hits the track or something like that. So
what's
the
the sound
point-
guy? What's the sound guy doing then? He's just making
Sound
sure the
guys-
volume turned up loud enough.
and the dude, do you not? See, this is what I'm talking about. You play drums. You don't understand sound, and every venue is different.
My
This is-
tooth. Hold on.
Yeah, exactly. His distraction. This
See it
is
right
one of
there?
the things. So sound guys, no one cares
Check
about
it
you. No one can see you don't have great teeth anyways. We've already established this, and that's what he's gonna hold on, folks. Let him pick his teeth. Thing for our audio listeners, if you don't ever want to see,
With a pin.
he ate some spinach or something like that.
Maybe I green beans. I don't know what that is.
It's probably fucking dick hairs in your mouth.
Probably.
Anyways, the point being here with Hardwell is him getting up on stage and ranting about the festival. He should have just walked away. End of story. Would you agree, Jordan?
Yeah, I would have just got off stage or something. Like I would have been like, hey, I'd have been like, hey, my stuff's not working, or their stuff is not working with mine, and be like, sorry that I can't play. And then
let the festival throwers say why he's not playing.
Right,
And give some
right.
their PR
Yeah,
excuse.
when it
Fuck
comes to
that,
the
dude.
whole not being
I
paid
would have
thing,
complained.
when it comes to the whole not being paid thing, you should have had that up front, either half of it or some kind of agreement. Like you should have known what was going on,
or not show up.
Yeah, I mean, if we're offered an amount of money, then we're gonna show up with half of it in our pocket at least, or some kind of you can't go off the faith of people nowadays. You can't do that. Like,
Okay, so do you think then that there really was a sound issue, or do you think he just said that so that way he wouldn't have to play because he didn't get paid?
Here's my 2 cents on it. I think his stuff was crap. It didn't work. His equipment wasn't working. There was faulty equipment in that, because he was playing a little bit before, but it wasn't syncing up, and you can see him trying to slam the buttons or something like that. I don't know what that was all about.
But if it's pre-recorded, then why would it matter?
Yeah, that's exactly my thoughts too on that. It's like, well, he does have to go to the next track. You know what I mean? There
Maybe
is
doing
some
like mixer
there's holes in the
things.
story.
Yeah,
There's holes in the story.
All right, so just and Jordan can contest to this. Jordan's drummer.
I can't contest to it. Only he can.
Only me.
You haven't been ever in a touring band that has toured nationwide.
I toured. I played Cheers in Vacaville, California. I went from my house to the bar. That was a tour I took. That was 2 miles away from where I lived. I toured over there and played at that bar. And then like a month later, I played at another bar. So technically that was a 1 month tour with 2 stops I played in my hometown that I grew up in.
This reminds us, Jordan, of those people that, like, where you have a weekend and people are like, oh, we got a tour going on. No, you do not. You have a weekend warrior gig. That's all you have. So
you got to have at least 5 shows in a row.
Then I moved to Oregon and I was in a band there, so I was still on tour. It was like a year tour I did.
No, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So, anyways, the point I'm trying to make with Hardwell, I think, and then SAGA ended up releasing a statement and saying, hey, look, we're sorry that you felt that way, but you going off did not help anything. Nope. This is one of those things where I think it was him not practicing and his equipment was faulty, because obviously there was sound checks earlier in the day. So
he need to update his computer or something. I don't know.
You know what I mean?
He's probably going to lose fans over it also.
I doubt it.
I think so.
No, I mean,
I don't know how big he is. I don't listen to Hardwell.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat you are, Sebastian. I don't listen to one of those kind of people. I don't listen to a lot of
EDM stuff. No, I gotta have lyrics. I mean, beats are cool and all, but like, if I'm gonna hear a beat, I'm gonna like rap on it or something. I'm not gonna.
If anything, I'll listen to Electric Cowboy. They're electric.
I'll listen to Oscar and the Birdman because I'm in that band and we do EDM. But besides that, I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like it if it wasn't me doing it.
All right, well let's switch to Gamer Stitch.
Speaking of people losing,
I'm ready for this.
Speaking of people who might be losing fans,
there we go.
Sketchy. Is he though? Is he or is he not?
Dude, this is a line out of Sam's book. This is a PR stunt to the fullest because I saw him today online on TikTok. He was live on TikTok and it said something about airing out the allegations. Okay. And I get on there and it's just him live streaming, not talking about anything except the game. Like he's not. And I was like, you are doing this for clout because you fell off because him, Queso, and Jinxie came up together. I don't see any of their videos on my For You page on anything anymore. I don't see any of those 3 guys. And this right here brought him back into it. Like brought him back into the light. He showed up on my page today. He's been showing up on my page for like 2 or 3 days now. And it was just a PR thing, bro. I bet the video is AI. I bet it's not even really him.
As a gamer, though, do you have PR people just for being a famous gamer? Like, do you have a
when you're that big? Yeah. When you're that big, sure.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, when you're that big, sure. But like me, no, it was just me clicking live and just playing for hours.
Leaked the sex tape because apparently a fan leaked it that he was gay.
Yeah. Okay. Let me help you with Sebastian. Right. Okay. So I'm with Jordan. This is a PR stunt. This was a leaked. Hey, I have an OnlyFans for kind of the gay community.
Yeah.
I think he's always been gay. He's been at least homosexual.
Obviously.
Right. No one freaking cares about that. Right. All of us, we could care less. We could care less. We could care less.
Just play the video games.
That's it. We're here for the entertainment value of the video games. That's it. I'm not a gamer, by the way. Those of you who are listening, I don't watch these gamers. I don't Dr. Disrespect any of those guys. This is more Jordan's, wheelhouse. But here's the thing. I think this was a whole thing. Hey, it's been leaked. I think he has a team. It takes a while to get up there. In order to get up there in anything you do, whether you do gaming, podcast, in a band, sing, maybe even OnlyFans, Haktua Girl, any of those, you need a team behind you that can push things forward to get it out there.
Yep.
And I think this was one of those things. They said, look, just admit to it. Just come on there. Go ahead and hit it head on. That, hey, I did
Your
have
views have been dropping. This will bring you right back up.
This will bring you right back. Because
how old is that? How old is he, you think?
Like 22, 24.
You know what I thought was interesting is when I saw the video that we saw, which we don't have a clip for, but I saw where he says, I did not have sexual relations
with that man.
Okay, now here's the deal.
And then hold on, there's an extra part to it. There's an extra part to it that you're forgetting. He goes, okay, well, maybe I did. And then he went off.
My whole thing is, though, who's famous for saying they did not have sexual relations with somebody?
Clinton. We know this.
So is that such a saying now that people that don't even know who Bill Clinton probably is say stuff like that? I did not have sexual relations. Is that the standard thing to say? Did Bill Clinton start that? Yes, how people say, at the end of the day, Sam loves saying at the end of the day. That's one of the things that Sam says all the time. And I've started saying, I used to never say it until I met Sam. And now I hear it everywhere. And every time I hear, and I say it now. I'm like, fuck.
Goes back to our earlier topic about talking like other people.
What I try to say is at the end of, before I go to sleep, or something like that. But I wonder who started at the end of the day. Did Bill Clinton start? I did not have sexual relations to where early 20-year-olds are saying it. By the way, when I first saw that video, I thought he was like fucking 16.
All right, well, hold on. Let me get a little backstory in our back chat that Sebastian's like, who's this guy? I don't care if he's gay. And I had to go in there and defend this guy. It's like, no. We want to talk about this guy because apparently he's a gamer. He's been outed as being homosexual and having OnlyFans. And then Sebastian's like, okay, so.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't get it. I didn't get it.
Yeah, normal people, the rest of us, we like, so. But we wanted to talk about this because it's one of those things where who cares, Sketch?
I think that since everybody always says that the LGBTQ always cancels people, they should cancel him for gaslighting or whatever it is, because he's using them as a stepping stone, and like that should piss them off.
Dude, maybe I should go on OnlyFans, get some dude to fuck me in the ass, and then like not talk about it for a year. And then Jordan, you leak it under an anonymous name.
You already have like 5 videos of that. So
we've already got content. Then we're good. Let's chop it up.
We're good. We'll just chop it up. And,
you know what I think the problem is? I think there's a problem with people that, and it shouldn't be, but there is just a society issue with. He's a gamer for people in the ages of like maybe 13 to 18 years old. Okay, so you're going towards a younger audience. So now, if you're gay on top of that.
You're special.
People kind of see it as pedophilia, even if you have nothing to do with that. I think people that being gay and then being a man and talking to young kids, I think society looks down on that. And you don't think so? I think there's a negative. I think there's a negative outlook towards that. Okay, I think the priest started it.
I think you're right. The Catholic priest shaming you guys. No, I think what you're trying to say is anyone who's over 40 would see a problem because you think it's probably. You're right. Go ahead. Yeah. Let me finish my train of thought before you interrupt it, fucker. I think you're thinking of grooming for the 13 to 18, whereas someone who's doing that, I think they're trying to say, "Hey, look at me, I'm special. Look at me, I'm different. Hey, look at me." They're looking for the empathy's sympathy approach of what happens with PR. So
also, he's not much older than that age range anyway.
And on top of that, he's autistic. He's on the spectrum. So
Dude, I even think that's a front almost, man, because like when he's sitting
really,
there doing the face movement.
Jordan, look at his goddamn face.
Dude, when he does his little blinks and stuff like that, I'm like, this kid is faking. It looks so fake to me. I don't know. I don't like him. I didn't like him before this. I definitely don't like him after it. Right. And it was just like, I was like, you're using this whole community to try to boost yourself up because you fell off a little bit. I would never. If I fall off, I'm falling off. I'm not going to sit there and try to be like, I got a sex tape with a dude. Check it out. You know, like it's just that's not my Hail Mary.
Well, I think Jordan, you just need to come out and say it. Like,
yeah, I guess so. I need somebody to leak something about me that people don't know. But I'm such an open book, man. Like everybody knows everything about me.
Look, everybody. Jordan's got 3 inches of penis. His
You're
wife
giving me an inch.
Never denied that. He said that on the show.
Yeah, exactly. His wife pegs him every night. His kids aren't his. He's actually suffering from. He's actually has Down syndrome.
I'm actually a whore.
He's a little downy. I'm a little downy myself, you know.
I definitely got something. I know that.
You know who is not autistic that does play that part well. I know we're about to get to the next song here, Sam, but it's 2 things. Is Krispy Kreme, that guy that does those songs.
He does not have any.
He's so fake. He's so fakes it, but he's good. And the last
Just
thing
got dunked on. I'm sorry. I love it. I love it.
He has such good, tons of great songs, and his piano stuff's really good.
Well, you know what's sad?
A bitch.
Yeah, but
Your
here's the
boyfriend's
thing.
a bitch.
So
He's a
Sebastian
bitch.
has a surprise. It's already been done. It's already been done. But Sebastian has a prize in September from Mr. Krispy Kreme. So.
Oh God,
Ooh.
that's I'm looking forward
awesome.
to that.
Yeah.
All right, last thing I want to say on here before we play this next song, which Sam you can lead us into, is one time Sam, I was picking my tooth over here, and one time Sam's over at my house. He goes, "I didn't realize how fucked up your teeth were, man." He goes, "They're not even that bad." He goes, "I didn't realize how crooked they were." I was like,
"It's the lower
big
one.
teeth up here and crooked teeth down here."
My bottom's
It gives
crooked.
me character.
I get that.
His bottom teeth are like, in Superman, the Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what makes me feel good? I can still make it because if Will Ferrell can make it with his teeth, I can make it with my teeth. There
100%.
you go.
All right, let's take a look at Starset's new song, Degenerate, right here on the Loud Spot.
Can you feel the way the worlds collide? Can you feel the violence? Do you wonder why? Don't fall behind, don't fall away. The wolves are at the gate, and no one's safe. Down, 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 down. It's a race to the bottom. They fall round and round and circle the drain. Some hit 'em with a tidal wave. We're killing it the entire way. We watch it down as annihilate. And have yourself a
Jordan, Sam, are you guys big believers? I don't know if Sam is or not. Jordan, you might be. Are you a big believer?
Why you gotta call me out when I don't even know what you're going
I
with?
don't know. Are you a big believer? Okay, Jordan, are you a big believer in UFOs?
They're definitely out there. There's something out there.
Sam,
100%.
Whoa. I thought we talked about this. We've been friends for almost
4 years.
Well, 4 years. I believe in UFOs over, Christ and religion.
I just don't. We actually don't really talk about it that much. We've talked about it a couple times on the podcast.
No, you're really big about. You don't want to talk about like religious, political.
Well, no,
stuff.
UFOs are cool though. I'm big into UFOs. I like UFO stuff. Religion is one of those things where I have my own opinions, and I don't necessarily want people. I don't want to have my own thoughts on religion.
Yeah, he's been the reason why. Let's let everyone know the truth. You've been captured a couple times and probed. So
at least that's one of the videos we're gonna leak. Actually,
right.
So thanks for leaking.
I'm not even an alien, and I did that to him.
That's right.
The other night, it was a few nights ago, or a couple weeks ago, actually. I thought I saw a UFO. I'm not talking about 4th of July. I'm talking about a different time. I saw these lights in the sky there, and there were a string of lights going. I didn't realize it was Elon Musk's.
His rocket.
I just heard somebody else talking about this recently. They saw one.
SpaceX.
Yes, dude. If you saw those, and
yeah,
without me, I didn't know it was right over my house. I was like, I filmed it, everything. And before I put it online, I did some more research. All I did was type in "string of lights in the sky." Boom.
Right. Yeah, showed
Elon Musk is SpaceX.
Well, I will give Elon Musk and SpaceX a congratulations, because they do a good job at making sure everyone knows, hey, we're launching. Hey, this is what it is. They record their own stuff. That way, their people are not freaking out.
I freaked out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's happening.
I was like, take me.
Independence Day. Welcome to Earth, mother.
I don't want to get taken. Screw that,
like,
man.
Sure, everybody drink the Kool-Aid now.
If an alien spaceship landed in my backyard, I wouldn't go anywhere near it. I wouldn't, because you don't know what kind of disease they got.
Dude, I'm Bill and Ted it, bro. Station. Blah, 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 blah. I'm Bill and Ted it. What up, dude?
You're driving down the highway and they pull up next to you. They're like, what's up?
I say that, but I'd panic, bro. I would panic.
Dude,
I'm afraid of bugs, so I would panic at an alien life form crash.
You know, 1 year I was driving, guys, probably 10 years ago, maybe a little longer than that. I was driving to some small city in Kansas, and I was on a 2-lane highway. I just stopped by and bought a double cheeseburger and some fries from McDonald's.
Like he always buys.
I don't eat McDonald's. Very rarely do I eat McDonald's.
You eat everything on the way home and on the way to.
I barely eat fast food. Anyways.
Lies.
So I used to eat a lot of McDonald's though. Okay, so there's this thing in the sky, and it's going. I mean, it looks like it's about to crash into Earth. Okay, right. It's on. I guess it would be on my south side of me. I'm driving west. Okay, and I'm like, holy shit, is that a meteor? And there's a car in front of me, about a half mile in front of me. This thing stops in front of that car mid-air. That car starts swerving, and I put my burger down, and I was like, did that really just happen? And then, boom, it takes off, and the guy in front of me just hit it, like floored as fast as he could to get the hell out of there. This is probably like at 8, 9 in the morning. I immediately called my buddy. I immediately called my buddy
3 days
David.
later with your ass hurting.
I called
You're
David.
eating a double cheeseburger at 9 in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay, it's probably like 11. It's like 10:30, 11, I guess.
How did you get that at McDonald's?
There's holes in your story. Deal. Okay. So it was like 10:30, 11. It was right when they start serving lunch, I guess.
Okay.
I'm
sorry, I'm going to call out your story.
I said, David, what time is it? And he tells the time. I said, what day is it? First person I call him, not my ex-wife, because I called David first because, he's my buddy. Well, I go to work, and I'm at work, and I'm telling everyone out there, man, you won't believe what I saw. Of course, they all make fun of me, say, go back home, get some more sleep, blah, blah. What kind of drugs did you take?
Yep.
The next day, all over the newspapers in Wichita and down to where I was at was over 100 911 phone calls about UFO sightings. And I was like, I fucking told you guys.
Yep.
And it was this crazy big ball of light that just stopped midair. And then like for maybe 5 seconds or so, and it was about the size of like a big rig, like the cabin of a big rig.
Yeah.
Right.
It was about the size of that. So it was pretty big. And then
big rig, he means the semi truck. Everybody.
Yeah, semi truck.
Without the trailer.
Without the trailer,
Yeah.
just the cabin. Engine included. The engine included.
People that don't know how to. Yeah. Anyway, I think the biggest thing about this is UFOs. I think are real. Jordan thinks are real.
Oh, yeah.
Sebastian thinks are real. We can all agree that we are not the only ones in this universe. We are not the only ones that can.
We
exist.
can all agree on here, but a lot of
Yeah,
people can't
exactly.
agree.
Oh, yeah. If you're religious, you can't, right? Because it's against your religion. That would be
Dinosaurs also did not exist.
right.
Just that
So,
theory.
but come on, guys, just open your minds just a little bit. We cannot be the only ones. The problem I have is
You
though
can't be the smartest.
when they do actually, well, we're definitely not that one.
Not these three.
No, not these three. But when they do come to visit us and they want to interact, the problem we have is that our government and our people will just start shooting at them for no reason. Dude, shoot first and then ask question later.
America.
100%.
America. That's it.
I think a lot of the world's like that. Though. I don't know. It's for us to think we're the only people on this planet or
No.
in this world.
Yeah.
In this whole entire vast universe is very arrogant and conceited of human beings to think that they could be the only ones. It's just me, just us. We're the only ones. Like, dude, come on, man.
Number one.
But there was this whole topic came up because there was a car that was driving to Roswell, New Mexico for an alien convention, a UFO convention, which would be so cool to go to, especially out in Roswell. I bet it's fantastic.
So did you download that picture, Sebastian?
No, I did not download the picture, but you can look it up. You can look up I was going to download it. I forgot.
All right,
You're on your phone listening to us. Go ahead and look it up.
Exactly. Just take a look at it. They were pulled over in Oklahoma and Missouri because people were like, "Is this even like the state troopers were like, is this even like legal to be out here?" It was a UFO, and it was the classic Rick and Morty style UFO round with a so it was great.
The Jetsons car almost with like a little tail on it.
Okay, Jetsons are a little too old.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't going to know what we're talking about.
Morty will be a little bit more affordable, 2-seater kind of thing.
I get it.
That kind of stuff like that. I just yanked my my cord down. So yeah. So all right, well, let's take a look at this other song.
I got it. Hold on.
You got it.
This motherfucker, like we have.
There it is.
So apparently it was completely street legal, except the license plate was blocked by something. And since it was, and cops don't like it when they can't see your license plate.
Nope, they gotta see if that tag is good.
Yep.
But they also got pulled over in Missouri for having out of state registration. Now, I didn't realize you could get pulled over for having out of state registration. Although I did once get pulled over in Fort Worth for having Oklahoma tags. The cop pulls up behind me, turns the siren on. I actually just flashed his lights out with my ex-wife and my oldest daughter, who was just a baby at the time. Let me remove this now. And he goes, "You know why I pulled you over?" And I said, "No." He says, "Well, you don't have your tag is Oklahoma." I said, "Well, yeah, I live in Oklahoma." He goes, "Well, then what are you doing here?" I said, "Well, I have a 6-month lease on this apartment over here, but I don't actually live here. I'm only here for a project. I'm going back to Oklahoma once the project is done." And he let me go with a warning, which I don't know what the fuck you're warning me for. I'm not claiming residency. If you live out of state and you're traveling, I'm
baffled right now, bro. I am baffled.
This seriously happened to me. No joke.
All right. So here's the thing. You have 30 days once you move to a new state to transfer your driver's license and your registration on your vehicle. All right. We all know that. Okay. We all know that. However,
act like I knew that.
Okay, you're gonna act like you.
I know now. How old were you when you found this
guy who never left South Carolina? So
yeah.
So here's the deal: when you're traveling through states, they can pull you over based on you do not have the local plates for that area, aka that state. So they can pull you over and do an investigation. Is it a dick move? Yes.
Yeah.
Are they going to do it? Most likely no, unless they figure you might be suspicious activity. Sebastian, suspicious activity every freaking time.
Everywhere he goes.
I could have claimed. Oh my god, if we're gonna I could have claimed racial I'm brown. I'm tired
Oh,
of everyone
shut up!
claiming
You're
racial.
white as hell.
I'm
You're
just
as
tired of
white
everyone
as
claiming.
hell.
Look, I'm tired of everyone claiming racial shit. That we're going to talk about the Danny Trejo after this, which is different, but he also claims racial stuff. Let's get into that after this song. We got a little bit of time after it. Let's hit the song right now and go into Danny Trejo.
Come on.
Everything is looking like a fight again. I'm probably the villain in this book, and that's a generous enlightenment. So when the hammer hits you in the face in light of all of this, I bet I'll have a better grasp on all the shit you left me with. So maybe I'm just gullible and lost a little step. Like if the problem isn't physical, but everybody's open on a lost cause. Basically, I'm giving up the ghost until I see a sense of urgency that I've been craving most. Each night I fall to pieces. All day I pick them up again. It gets hard to find the creases. I know you made me this way. Can't breathe. Everything about you has me second guessing what I need. Stop me. Never let them in because they're rolling double back. You don't like the person I become. Fine, if I'm honest, I don't like the way you turn. Fuck this, barely even here, so let me look inside. Not another way to do or die. Each night I fall to pieces. All day I pick them up again. It gets hard to find the creases. I know you made me this way. You made me this way. Each night I fall to pieces. All day I pick them up again. It gets hard to find the creases. I know you made me this way.
All right, and that was "Made Me This Way" by a band called Silent Theory. Super cool band. I've actually been following them a little bit more recently. So, all right,
Lies.
Th-
Lies. Lies.
I really
Fucking
have
lies.
been. No, I dig him. I dig him a lot. Danny Trejo. Okay, dude's 80 years old. He's still kicking it with the homies as he does. 4th of July, I guess, kind of a parade. He's out there in their lowrider cars, I think, doing their car things, and someone throws water balloons.
Yep.
Now, according to what I read online, that throwing water balloons is a tradition
Okay.
out there in Sunland, California, is where they're at. So throwing
Yep.
water balloons is a tradition.
LA area for those non.
Yeah, Los Angeles area. So that's a tradition. You're just not supposed to throw them at nicer cars.
Right.
So I would assume you had a nice car, but who's to say what's a nice car and what's not? That's all, interpretation and opinion. If you have a brand
It looked
new,
nice. It looked
Yeah.
okay.
It looks good.
what happened was, I guess somebody threw a water balloon, or someone threw the water balloon like they do, and someone else yelled that there's acid
Right.
in the water balloon, which then freaked him out. Although if you got hit with acid, you'd immediately start burning.
You wouldn't know.
Right.
And
You
feel
would
Unless they soaked acid in it and they were just trying to get you really high.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna know in about 10, 15 minutes. You'll be like,
Jordan, that's a different acid.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
That's a
That's
That's what I was
different
thinking of. That's where my brain went immediately.
you're like, I'm tripping balls.
Yeah,
Oh,
they were trying to get
throw
high with
more of that
Danny
at
Trejo.
me, please. No,
Yeah.
but he freaks out and gets into this fight about it. And there's, my thing is this. I forgot where I was going with it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be 80. You shouldn't be 80 years old fighting somebody in the first place. They
He
shouldn't
should
let
not have
water
hopped out of the
balloons go.
car like he was on business.
What he said.
Yeah.
What he said. I remember what I was going to say. What he said was he thought he was racially profiled. I'm like, everybody else there was also Mexican, probably.
Right.
So there might
You're
have been a
count-
few white people, but I hate when somebody gets attacked and they immediately go to. It's an easy excuse
Hold
to
up.
say I
Hold
was
up.
racially profiled and racially attacked.
Oh, hold up, Sebastian. You use this card every time you get a chance in Oklahoma.
Yeah, jokingly.
Because there's not very many Mexicans at all, unless they worked in like the restaurant.
And I'm not even
something like
Mexican.
that. And I know you're Puerto Rican, so you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm Latino. Are you mad because I'm Latino? And he's like, they're like, we didn't even know that. You're
No,
white as fuck.
I've never ever said that. I've never said that. No,
He's never
I'm
said
just tired of people using race as an excuse to now should he had a water balloon thrown at. First of all, if that's a tradition that they throw water balloons, expect to get a water balloon thrown at you. Just because some random person says there was acid in there, the guy who threw the water balloon is just following tradition, as far as I understand.
Right.
I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know the whole entire story. This is what I've read. I just think that he got hit by a water balloon and got pissed off and went and punched the dude. Apparently.
Dude, that guy
Well,
flattened him and two other people.
No. He swung. He
Yeah.
missed. He swung and missed.
And that dude ate his lunch up.
80-year-old.
Yeah.
I don't know. Danny Trejo is pretty.
Even the
badass.
homies that were with him though got flattened. Like that guy that they rolled up on through hands. Like I watched it several times. He flattens Trejo, which is he's 80 years old. That's not but like this other dude that looks like straight gangster got rocked. And then another guy comes up and gets rocked. I was like, whoa.
Jordan, did you notice the sock level?
Oh, it was very high. Very high.
And the rule is the higher the socks, the chiller the fool.
Yeah.
Right?
So, really? Is that
apparently not in this situation.
Not in this situation at all.
I gotta say it's Raiders. Raiders. All right, so it's one of those things with Danny Trejo. He shouldn't be getting. I agree with you, Sebastian. He shouldn't get out of the car. Let his people handle it. Those kind of things. If there was acid, you would have known automatically. There would have been burning. There would have been some.
You would have gone to
chemical.
fight. You would have been screaming.
Yeah, exactly. So it's one of those things. I think he overreacted in this situation because he has a nice car, a nice lowrider. He didn't want it messed up. But how about this? Don't involve yourself into local parades that have these kind of traditions. I don't know.
That's it. Yeah, and as an actor, I like him. I like the roles he plays are always very good. I just think he was out of line by getting out of the car, hitting someone. I think he feels bad about it also.
He does.
But he's old. He's old school, man. He's old
school.
Old school. Been to prison, got out, changed his life around. But that's still kind of the cholo probably still stays with him.
Oh yeah, he will always be cholo forever. So
80, I can't believe he's 80 years old still doing that. I mean, hey, props to him for being 80 years old and still.
He was standing on business, bro.
That's it.
Is he the Mexican Chuck Norris?
He is the there you go. He is the Mexican Chuck Norris. That's a
Danny Trejo joke. Yep.
Chuck Norris.
That's right. You know what we're gonna call the podcast that called Danny Trejo, Mexican Chuck Norris.
There we go.
There we go.
We didn't get into some of the other things we want to get into tonight. That's okay. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about it on Even Louder, or maybe we'll save it for next week. We'll see. But that's all the time we got on this episode. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on all audio podcasting platforms. That's all the time we got. Peace out, rock on, and much love.
This is the Loud Spot outro by nothing short of tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the loud spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does nothing short of tragic have us back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. Our pimp host has to pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.